to get going. Gotta catch those runners taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream, Friday, December 12th. Sorry for the little delayed intro song. I couldn't get it to play at first, but all good. S&P is down 6. NASDAQ is down 131. Russell is up 3. Dow's up 84. Gold and silver on the move up again. Gold's up 1.5%. Silver's up a little bit less, about 0.5%. But silver has been on absolute fire. Gold's approaching its all-time highs again that it hit back on October 20th. Silver is pushing new all-time highs as we speak, over 65 bucks an ounce. Notes and bonds are red. 10-year yield up about 1.25. Oil down about 0.25%. Natural gas down about 3. All the grains are red. Euro and the pound are tiny red. Bitcoin up about 0.5%. VIX is up about 0.75%. I will be implementing a 3 DTE iron Condor near the open, as well as the 6-7 put calendar near the open. And then we will try to catch some moves on a stock or two. AVGO had earnings. It's down 6%. That was one of the earnings flies I did. So I did earnings flies yesterday on Lulu, which is working perfectly if it stays right where it's at. Should be a nice winner. AVGO is down 6%. I went bullish on that one as well. That one, it will be in a loss. So we'll have to have a rebound in AVGO if that one's going to have a chance. And then the other one was Costco, which is basically unchanged. So hopefully Costco can bounce a little bit and get into our butterfly tent. So AVGO is biggest red. Oracle is down a little bit. CoreWeave down. Some small red. Biggest winners pre-market. Lulu is up over 9%. Hood is up almost 2%. Netflix up 1.5%. Banks are up. Goog is a little bit green. Nvidia a little bit green. Tesla a little bit green. Opening bell in 15 seconds. Good morning, Krish. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Hondo. Good morning, everyone. There's the bell. Expected range in SPX today is... Wow, that's big. 52.45, is that right? Can't be right. Yesterday was 33. Yeah, something's off there. $29.35. Where do you see that, Krish? My option chain, they're still showing. Both my market maker move and my option chain are both showing 52. All right, I will just ignore my option chain, I guess. All right, calendar firing. I'm on the 68.90 strike. One DTE fired. All systems firing this morning. Yeah, my option chain still messed up. Still says 52. Oh, well. Okay. I'm going to just have to take Krish's word for it that it's 29.35. At the money straddle is about 26, a little under 27. All right, initial move here. Excuse me. Russell dipping a little bit. NASDAQ and S&P just kind of back and forth. Tesla on the move higher. Apple moving up. Today is Friday, so you can either trade 0 DTE or 7 DTE. While we're on the stream, I'll be doing 7 DTE. Unless otherwise specified. So Tesla looking the strongest out of the gate. AMD also popping. Banks looking a little weak. JP Morgan's a little stronger, I guess. Crypto's kind of bouncing, but Circle, big rejection. But Coin and MSTR acting strong. Tezzy still pushing. AMD still pushing. NASDAQ kind of bouncing off pre-market lows. S&P pretty similar. Russell acting a little weaker, below its pre-market lows. Bitcoin dipped and then bounced back up. I might take an early runner in Tesla if it. I just kind of mark the first 5-minute bar here. It's kind of got that look in its eye, like it may want to go Tezzy today. Same with AMD. I heard an interview with Lisa Su, the AMD CEO. Do you guys know that her cousin is Jensen Huang? That's crazy. Two biggest chip companies. Well, not two biggest, I guess. AMD is not as big as some others, but two monster chip companies and their cousins. AMD is really pumping as well. But they didn't even meet until they were adults. Apple acting strong. Netflix acting strong. Bitcoin's starting to pop up. All right, so AMD starting to pull back a little bit. Tesla, no pullback. Crypto bros are bouncing, but Hood is not. Hood is weak. Tesla looks like it's going to get a volume bar. Yeah, it's definitely going to get one. Yeah, SMCI got one as well. Both very strong. IWM started weak. It's popping back up. AMD giving a little pullback kind of towards pre-market highs. SMCI, a little bit of a pullback. Tesla, just a pause. Crypto's dipping back down. MSTR back down. Circle, coin. Indices dipping. Big dip in AMD. Not holding its pre-market high. PLTR week. SMCI pulling back close to yesterday's high. Not much of a dip out of Tesla. With a lot of other things giving a pretty healthy dip. Netflix, no dip. Still pushing highs. The options in SMCI aren't great. Watching SMCI as it pulls back to yesterday's high after a big volume bar. Tesla's little pause didn't take long to start pushing again.
Autofilled.
AMD giving it up. AVGO, more red. It's down 8.5% now after earnings. Watching SMCI, it's still holding up better than most chips. Had the big volume bar. It's right at yesterday's high. S&P and NASDAQ coming down, Russell coming down. Netflix still pushing. Apple dipped down to yesterday's close. Looked like it's getting bought up. Still watching SMCI here. I've got an order ready. Just want to see what this market's starting to get weak. These chips are kind of falling, but SMCI holding up well. I would trade 7 DTE calls at the 34.5 calls. Actually, I'll do the 35. They're cheap. $0.80. AVGO and free fall. PLTR falling. Keeping my eye on SMCI. Got my eyes on you, SMCI. Just let me know when you're ready. S&P coming down to the lows. AMD did not hold at all. Completely rejected previous day high. So I'm being a little bit more patient with SMCI here. It's holding again, kind of dipped down. SMCI did, and holding previous day high again. NASDAQ going through lows, S&P going through lows. Russell couldn't get above yesterday's high from the open. MU's kind of chopping below previous day low. Nvidia giving it up, going red. Amazon weak. Tesla still holding. Now Netflix is dipping. And now SMCI dipping. Let's see if the NASDAQ and S&P are just going to flush pre-market lows and then rip. Or if there is some legs to the weakness. Tesla barely dipped. Banks are bouncing. PLTR getting a big volume bar to the downside. Oh, Lulu, Dark Avenger, it's up like 200%. You didn't get on the Lulu train? You got scared? Watson scared you off? You tried to use logic? Silly. That's silly, trying to use logic on an earnings trade.
Order partially filled.
Tezzy trying to bounce again.
Order filled.
All right, SMCI is dead to me. Couldn't hold. I mean, Tesla, I guess you could have got in and just kind of used that third 5-minute bar low as your line, but nice, Dave S. Yep, that's the new swag. Yoga pants with a Navigation Trading logo on the butt cheek. All right, so S&P and Nasdaq kind of looking like they may want to flush the pre-market lows here. A little flush and rally maybe. SMCI's little dips getting bought up. Tesla's going tezzy. Some of the chips getting bought up. Crypto's just chopping. Hood flushed into the red, and now it's a little bit of an aggressive bounce. Tesla going bonkers. I wanted to get in Tezzy if it would have gave me a little opportunity. I mean, it paused for about 10 minutes. Oh yeah, the ABS pants, those are nice. I got a few of those. MU flushed the previous lows. It's trying to bounce. Bitcoin's starting to bounce. I'm interested in longs here at this point. Tesla, another big volume bar higher than the first. Netflix had that dip, but it's still kind of holding up. Although chip stocks are pretty weak. TSM kind of pausing at pre-market lows. This kind of looks like the indices were sweeping pre-market lows, and they want to rally here. So not a lot of confluence going on. Getting a little bit of mixed signals, which typically means it's a good idea to just sit on hands. AVGO is going through lows. Russell, aggressive little bounce. CML's drinking his Celsius early this morning. That's a power hour drink. Circle is weak. MSTR and coin starting to bounce. Pretty similar to Bitcoin. PLTR, nice bounce off of its lows after it had a big volume bar. Looks like that may have been exhaustion. Tesla is still holding near highs, up about 3.5% on the day. Nice, Dave S. Rivian up 16%. That one just shot out of the gate. S&P and Russell dipping again. NASDAQ holding up a little bit better. Circle bottoms dropping out after rejecting previous day high a couple times. S&P near lows. Russell near lows. Nice, Hondo. I like it.
Order
Tesla
filled.
finally pulling back. A couple bar pullback with this, with the market flushing through lows. Tesla's kind of pulling back to the top of that range that it hit on December 5th right now. SMCI is chopping around unchanged. It's holding up a lot better than other chip stocks. Be back in 1 minute. I didn't take an Adobe Fly. Now NASDAQ approaching lows. PLTR dipping back down. SMCI cracked. Banks are still holding up okay. Crypto's just choppy. Tesla's still holding that level on the daily. Netflix still holding strong. Now Tesla dipping. This is getting a little too weak even for Tezzy.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Netflix is the only one that's really holding. And I'm just not really interested in getting short. Just seems like this is a little weakness before more strength to me. Yes, that's my official prediction. But I was wrong that one time, Watson. Remember? Oh, you don't remember? No, me neither. IWM just rejected previous day high, all downhill pretty much. NASDAQ was trying to hold up, couldn't hold. PLTR back through lows.
Order filled. Order filled.
Tesla, deep pullback now. Nvidia through lows. I might just have to wait for the short squeeze. Hopefully we get it today. She's a bleeding. She is a bleeding. AVGO is down almost 10% now. MU's down 5. PLTR's down 3. Now even Netflix is dipping a little bit. See if Netflix can hold.
Order filled.
I may take a shot at Netflix here. If it kind of holds this consolidation.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
VIX popping up to almost 15.5. Apple's still relatively strong, just kind of chopping in slightly green territory, just above yesterday's close. Amazon tried to bounce back up towards previous day low, and it's flushing. Goog breaking lows. I'm watching Netflix. Got a big volume bar in SMH. Got some volume spikes, Mighty 90 looking spikes in TSM. Little Mighty 90 spike in MSTR. Big volume bar in Hood. Netflix did hold here. So from a reversal perspective, in the indices, looking for, so we're getting a little bit of a bounce. So what I'd like to see is it try to sell again and fail, and then start to potentially aggressively bounce. Usually you see some stocks start to do that first. Just getting a little bounce in basically everything. So SPX is at 68.70. I've got the lower expected range at 68.57. I'm not seeing an all-time high on ES or SPY. Oh, yeah. Yeah. SPY did it overnight, yep. Right after the close, really. All right, so the little bounce getting pushed back down. Netflix just kind of chopping. I'm gonna wait for my sign, kids, before I get in anything. So we'll probably just wrap the stream here. I don't see anything I'm gonna get into anytime too quickly. Tesla's still pulling back. Even when the indices and some of these others started to bounce, Tesla did not bounce. Banks now getting weak. Indices back through lows, Bitcoin through lows. All right, all. I'm going to wrap the stream. No trades in the stream session for me, but that just means I have 3 bullets left for when we get the squeeze. So I'll post in the chat, in the day trading channel, directional trading channel, I should say. And hopefully we can catch a couple winners today. Otherwise, everybody have a good day. We'll see you in Power Hour. Cheers.